I was just setting up. Yeah, I'm streaming. We just, they haven't put us in a room, so apparently we're going in a room. But we haven't gone through it, so I'm streaming and I'll talk to MCR, but if you guys could not bid it until you kind of see that I'm set up, like you'll see, it's just going to be a picture of the window at the moment. I'll talk to MCR though and just ask them not to make it live. Yeah. I'm going to bring them right now. Just got it live. Okay, cool. Thanks. Bye.
Hello. I got your
Hello, it's Claire in Auckland, who's actually in Hamilton. I've got a live. Hi. Live here.
Yeah.
It's gone red. That's not good. It's. Oh, okay. Now we're just waiting on the reception of the police. So you'll see us go through into a room and set up, and then when you see us go into that room, could you make us live then? What I'll do is I'll make it underexposed and kind of darken. I'll put it light. I'll give you a call back actually when you're live. But can you hear sound of me? Is that good?
If all else, like, I can't get it cut.
Oh, cool. Oh, lovely.
Okay. Oh, that'll be awesome. Yeah, cool. Sounds good. Thanks very much.
So I'm on channel 1.
Sure thing. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. I'll give you a call back when we're just about to take off. Cool. Thanks. Bye.
Hey Tom, what you taking in Hamilton? Live, you on live too?
Yeah.
Just on bars.
He's like, but actually no. He's like, oh. Yeah, it's been great. We're here.
Yeah.
Just talked to Emil about him doing that early shift tomorrow. I was like, thanks, wait. Since I was on at 6 a.m. this morning.
How's it? Yeah, please, mate.
Check.
Okay. Yeah, Roger Jacket. It's an MX. Hey, it's Roger. Yeah. Hey, I can't hear you. Back it up. Yeah, now I can hear you. You getting the picture? Oh no, 12 o'clock. I thought I'd fire it up and then we're right from there. Eh? Yeah, I can hear you.
Finish on a high point. I mean, why not? Double RNZ mic.
Oh, actually, I hate that. I'm gonna take one off. Yeah. Yours is the wrong one anyway. You take yours off. Yeah, it's got the wrong branding. It's not just radio anymore. You can't have radio on your mic flag. Right. Gotta have, see, only a few special select people get the correct. maybe everyone.
But then when we feel like she's kind of reasonably delicate umbrella.
Yeah, I'm not sure that. Oh no, yeah, we should have it now.
A scene examination has continued throughout the night and this morning at a residential property in the small Waikato town of Kinohaku, where 3 people were found dead last night. At 7:07 p.m. last night, we received an emergency call to say that a visitor to the house had discovered 3 people dead. Police were immediately deployed and the first attending officers confirmed the discovery. A silver Holden Vectra car that has been the subject of a police search since Tuesday night was also at the address. While formal identification is yet to take place, we believe one of the bodies is that of Ross Bremner, who is wanted in connection to a homicide in Otorohanga on Tuesday. The scene is very rural and is spread across a large area. Our detectives and forensic experts will be there for some time, trying to build a picture of exactly what happened there. In the past 15 hours, we have been able to gather more information about the 2 victims and their relationship with Ross Bremner. I can tell you that the victims are an elderly couple. The person who discovered them was understandably very distressed, and police initially thought that the victims were related to Ross Bremner. It has now been established that they are not related at all. And we don't know how they knew Ross Bremner. It is possible that they did not know him at all. The victims' names are expected to be released later today. We are liaising with their whānau and supporting them. We are also supporting the person that made this terrible discovery. We believe all 3 people died several days ago. We do not know why Ross Bremner has travelled to this location. Our priority now is to establish the full timeline and circumstances of exactly what has taken place. This is an utterly tragic outcome, and I know that the community will be in a state of shock about what has occurred here. Based on the information we have gathered at this time, we do not believe that there is any ongoing risk to the public. We have had very few sightings of the silver Holden Vectra car that Ross Bremner was driving and that forms a key part of our inquiry. We need to hear from anyone who saw the vehicle being driven between Otorohanga and the wider area since Tuesday night. Anyone with information is asked to call the Operation Arctic team on 07 858 6200.
Questions? The police said, Mark Green said the public don't need to fear for their safety or anything like that. Do you think that the police were ill-informed about Ross Bremner's mental state, given they were telling people not to fear for their safety, and then this happens?
We've gathered information as we've gone through the investigation, and as we go through the investigation, our response might change during that time.
Could the initial police response have been quicker, given that obviously he's travelled this distance to this other property?
I do not believe so. The investigation has been very thorough, and we have had priorities during the investigation that we believe we have attended to in the right manner.
So there is nothing you could have done on Tuesday after the Bremner couple, after the incident in Otorohanga, that could have prevented this?
We had priorities that we attended to, that I believe were attended to correctly and in the right order during our investigation.
So you don't think you got it wrong?
I don't believe so.
Was there a police force in Taharoa?
Pardon me?
Was there a police force in Taharoa searching for Mr. Bremner at all since Tuesday?
I'm not sure of that.
So effectively you made it quite clear that you were centering your focus on Otorohanga, and do you not think that really in hindsight that you have got it wrong? I mean, 3 days.
We initiated our focus of this investigation in Otorohanga, where the victims of the initial homicide were, and where the defendant lived. This is part of a nationwide investigation. The search is very broad, and we have a very open mind about the investigation.
But in all the sort of public interactions you've had with us, you've talked about that you've been focused on Otorohanga. So where else did you search now? Were you out in Kawhia? Were you out there? Did you have teams looking for him out there?
I don't believe we had teams in Kawhia, no, but we did have teams across Waikato looking as we received information on where he may have been.
Can you tell us if the victims are Māori?
I'm unable to tell you that, sorry.
Was there any indications of a knife attack like on Tuesday night?
I'm unable to give any information on this part of the investigation. Obviously, I appreciate that people want to know, but it's difficult. We're at the early stages of the investigation, and we need to get through that before we can start releasing information.
Have you found the knife in regards to Tuesday's incident?
It's all still part of the investigation, and again, I appreciate everyone wanting to know. What I can tell you is that we believe that Ross Bremner is one of the deceased at the property, which is forming the second part of this investigation.
Were
Do
they
you
all
know
found?
how his father is?
I believe Keith Bremner is in very good hands at Waikato Hospital. He is still in a critical condition.
You said they had died several days ago. Are there any indications yet more specifically of the timing? Was it later on Tuesday night, or was it the following day, or anything like that?
That's all part of the investigation.
Were they found inside the house or outside on the property?
Again, that's part of the investigation.
Some of the neighbours have talked about the fact that they had seen that car there historically, in a car of that sort, historically there, not necessarily in the last few days. Have you been able to determine what that means?
Not at this stage. Like I said, this happened at 7 o'clock last night. The police were called. We have been working tirelessly throughout the night on this investigation, and we will continue to work tirelessly on this investigation over the coming days and weeks.
So are you comfortable overall in regards to, now that the bodies have been found, are you confident in the work that has been done over the last couple of days?
I am absolutely confident with the work that has been done by the investigation team over the last few days, yes.
Given that the appeals to the public for the sightings of the car weren't made until the Wednesday, of course, naturally, are you thinking that perhaps that car was able to make that trip to that venue, that site, before the public were really aware of trying to look for it?
Look, that's still part of the investigation. Again, I appreciate you want to know more information, but there's only so much I can tell you, and it's all still part of what the bigger picture that we are trying to build at the moment. It's part of the investigation.
When will you be able to confirm if it is Ross?
We would more than likely be able to confirm that today.
Okay, last question, please. Have the bodies been removed, or are they still at the property?
No, the bodies are still at the property. It's part of the investigation ongoing. We have forensic experts there now, and we're unable to say when they might be removed.
Great, thank you everyone.